Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Corky's World channel. I'm Corky, as always, and welcome back to a new episode of Let's Talk About, the show where we talk about games that are interesting, cool, fun, weird, strange, just something that I really want to put a little spotlight on, but maybe doesn't make for quite a very good series, or something I just don't think will do very well as a series in itself. And today, guys, you can see we're going to play Dragon Ball FighterZ on the Xbox One. Now, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a 2D fighting game developed by Arc System Works and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. Based on the Dragon Ball franchise, it was released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows in most regions in January 2018, and in Japan the following month and was released worldwide for the Nintendo Switch September 2018. Excuse me. Dragon Ball FighterZ received positive reviews from critics, with many citing the game as one of the best fighting games released in the 8th generation of video game consoles. The game's fighting system, character roster, visuals, and music were all highly praised, while its story mode and online functionality were subject to criticism. I don't really have anything else here. The only other big thing I really want to talk about with Dragon Ball Z before we get going is how massively this erupted on the competitive video game market. It was almost as if the creators of this game, and a lot of people online agree with me, and I agree with them, is a lot of people feel that the creators made this game with the sole purpose of making something that could edge out Street Fighter or Tekken as the arcade smash, like, beat-em-up game that can be broadcast and put up, and while I think that's cool, the thing behind it is Street Fighter and Tekken are all franchises that were born from an idea that came from the creators themselves, whereas Dragon Ball, FighterZ, Budokai, Tenkaichi, any of those games were all things that were born from, and I'm kicking myself for not knowing off the top of my head, the man who created Dragon Ball in itself. Akira Toriyama, I'm sorry that took so long. Akira Toriyama. These were all his ideas, and while he's always been on board with doing things, and he's always had a hand in the creative process for Dragon Ball since the very beginning, it's just hard to say that this is creatively its own right. Don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball games, I love Dragon Ball Super, I love Dragon Ball Z. I don't mind a lot of, what was I going to say? I don't mind a lot of Dragon Ball GT. I think it was very weird. I think it went in very different directions than it should have. And we know now that none of it at all is canon. But still, I thought it was a fun time. It was cool to see, like mid-teen early teen Trunks, and Pan is a great character that kind of just, fizzled out. Goku getting, the Black Star Dragon Ball. That's a whole discussion in itself. But we're gonna play around today. I'm gonna do a mission in the story mode so you guys can see what that's like, and then we're just also gonna do just random fighting stuff. Or maybe I'll just play around story mode, because that's a good enough way to see for yourself how the fighting works, and then how the story mode plays out. And then we can also do a versus or two if there's time. So excuse me, I just got my cup of coffee. My biggest criticism for this game, and it might have been fixed by now. We're gonna play offline because I don't care. The load times on this game are not great. I don't know if that's because I play online half the time and I play offline half the time. I don't know. Like, they are not great. And you'll see. It's mainly when you like start a fight that it kind of really janks you down, but. That might just be me. I might just be crazy. There's me. This is the hub world where you go to do all the things. You can do local battle. We're just gonna warp to story. Begin story. To what the notes I had said, this game is gorgeous. This game's sound is great. They have the voice actors. It's a good time. It's just like, it's a fighting game, and I'm not super into fighting games, and it takes a lot to really pull my interest. Like, I wish what we got from One Justice was as fleshed out as what we got here. But it wasn't, so it's fine. Those are boss battle. I guess we can do this one. So there's your setup. You can see your player skills that you earn through battles, and this game's kind of set up like a board game. The story mode's set up like a board game, and then you choose which way you want to go. And so now we actually get a little story mode thing.
I'm starting to get the feeling that we've just found the base.
Oh, I gotta continue that.
Watch out! Somebody's coming!
Goku.
You're here at last.
That doesn't sound original.
16, it's you! It's really you! So tell me, do you have your old memories? You do! You remember us! I can tell!
So what if I do?
Wait a sec. What are you saying? It means that you're the 16 that we've always known.
So the timeline in this is it's supposed to take place like how's the best it's hard to explain the story. The story is like shit's happening on Earth. Everyone's like being taken over by like doppelgangers and they lost their power. And you, as the character, are like a fighting spirit that can possess other people, and that's how they're able to fight. It's very confusing, but like Dragon Ball Z fans at this point were like, "Oh yeah, we're so great for more storyline and something other than."
No, wait. We don't want to fight you.
While Xenoverse got very critically well praised, I think 2 fell flat because I never heard anyone talking about it or anything like that.
You will not engage. I will.
So I think people were really excited to have something new that was still continuing stories that they loved without being, because I know Xenoverse, like look at that, that lag. Xenoverse in itself, the whole storyline, the way they did that is kind of weird too. But when I played it, the first one I really enjoyed until it was, and you can. This is on the channel. I think it might now be under the old school Corky playlist. Which, guys, I'm gonna take a second to talk about how I'm condensing all my older playlists. At this point, I had like over 125 playlists, and that's just unnecessary. So I took a lot of the older ones. All right, let's remember how to play. I took a lot of the older ones, and I do not remember how to play this. I took a lot of the older ones and condensed them into the playlist. It's called Old School Corky. So if you ever want to go back and look at an old episode, they're just all in there. So sorry if that creates any confusion for anyone, but it was just something I felt inclined to do. But as you can definitely hear, I'm really just mashing buttons, and that's how this shit's getting done. Like, this game isn't difficult by any means. But you know what that means? If a game's not difficult, that means the people out there who are very good at fighting games that are very difficult can just destroy anyone if they want. Like, without even fucking resistance. Like, I think I played 3 online matches, and they lasted a whole, like, 10 seconds.
I knew it! You never planned on killing us after all, did you? Right from the start, you lacked that killer instinct. Had you figured in a flash.
It's like Goku says, 16 isn't fighting because he wants to. And if he's being controlled by the army, that means we can be friends again.
Apologies, but I cannot leave the army. I cannot let that monster run amok.
Monster?
Yes, the Red Ribbon Army's current leader, Android 21.
You're saying there's an Android 21?
Who we already met in the story. It's supposed to be a twist, but everyone knows. If you don't, skip forward about 30 seconds. I'm about to explain it. And you can skip forward now. So Android 21, I'm sure you've seen internet somewhere, is the girl who is, she has like red and blue hair. She's wearing a red ribbon army jacket. And she can also turn into a Majin form of herself, like Majin Buu, and it's just really weird.
Were I to leave my post,
Okay, maybe not 30. Well, she's cute. She's a cute anime character. It's fine. It feels almost like, there she is.
Hey, you're the researcher from before.
Well, this was unnecessary. And drop back in. Now. Hey, so if you did skip forward 30 seconds, you're about to see her anyway, so.
What in the world? She's 21?
They're freaking out because earlier, if I remember correctly, earlier she was trying to get, or she was about to get absorbed by Cell or a Cell Jr. or something, and we came along and destroyed Cell, and she was like, oh my god, I gotta get back to my parents or whatever.
Curiouser and curiouser. But if you're Android 21, why did you save 18 back there?
Save her, please. I never saved her. I fed you those lies in order to avoid fighting. I'm not at full power as of yet, but if you formed an alliance with Cell, that could prove troublesome. As for you, 16, I've had enough. You're nothing more than a treacherous pile of slag.
I don't understand.
Like hell you don't. I know you activated the system. Also, to give these nitwits an advantage, I know you linked a compatible soul.
And if I did?
Oh? Using that tone with me? I thought my policy on this matter was clear. Continue to resist me. I will make sure that she is history. I see you still intend to side with the organics. So sad. Such wasted effort.
And now she's a Majin character.
What the?
That must be Android 21's true form.
What? So she wasn't even human after all?
That was established pretty early, Goku.
Oh, Sean Sebastian.
Part ways so soon. I guess this is farewell. Those who stand in my way will be ripped into tiny pieces. Don't hate me. Hate your maker for leaving me with such a defective personality.
16, get out of there! You'll be blown to bits!
Hold on! I'll save you!
No, Krillin! Step aside!
Hear me in there?
I'm gonna need your help for this one. Kamehameha!
That do it? What?
What a stretch.
Fucking brutal. I had not intended to pick a story mission. It said boss battle. I thought it was literally just going to be like a boss fight. And then be over.
No, it can't be. 16, we were just reunited.
Oh, are you crying for sweet 16? Oh, don't be sad. It's gonna be all right. 'Cause I'm gonna eat you right out. That last attack must have taken its toll.
What's the matter? You were on a bit of a roll there.
You'll get what's coming to you. We'll finish this.
Goku, I thought we were fighting. What happened?
Why did you destroy 16? I thought he was on your side.
He didn't listen, so I punished him, of course.
This is the first I'm actually like really hearing of this character's like actual personality.
Oh well.
It's not
That's fine.
fucking great.
Free to stuff myself with as many sweets as I want.
You sound like a spoiled brat.
Tell her.
You'll see, boys. As soon as I'm ready, that's when the real fun starts.
Oh no, you don't!
Get back here!
Goku!
Let's tail him, Krillin! We can't let anything happen to Goku or his new friend.
The new friend they're talking about, like I said, is you, the character. That it's like a fighter's soul that resides within whoever's fighting at the moment. When you unlock a new character, they make this whole like scene where it's almost like in Persona where you're making a pact with someone or with a persona.
Impressive, you are quite fast, even when your powers are suppressed. I'm so sorry, but I'm not ready to snack on you just yet. Be a doll and unlock more of your power first because you are going to need it.
Oh no!
Nighty-night!
So, oh no.
Goku!
Now what's happening?
Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead. Snap out of it!
Hey.
Finally, I can't stand repeating myself. Ah, so you do know me. Why wouldn't you? There are very few Earthlings who haven't heard. But more to the point, who the hell are you?
We must have got blasted out of Goku.
What is a living human soul doing inside of me? This is most upsetting. No matter. We can discuss this at a later.
Yeah, so we must have got blasted out of Goku, and then I bet we're doing like a villain saga now where we're gonna team up with the villains.
Look what I found! Don't tell me. You're the one who was linked with Goku earlier. Oh, it was the impact of that blast that sent you here, didn't it? Well, more fun for me, I suppose. And it saves me the trouble of hunting you down.
Are we gonna fight? Is this a fight? I'm like, so we can at least have like 2 fucking battles in this fucking commencing battling.
The battle's about to start. Good luck!
She's a cute character design, but like, fuck, man. Her talking is not pleasant. Like Piccolo said to Bethlehem, he's like, "You sound like a spoiled brat." All right, we'll get this battle in and see how much story mode goes on, and then we'll wrap it up.
Are you ready?
God damn it! How do I fucking play this?
No, you don't!
There we go. I was like, why don't I just fucking look at the move list? There we go. Yeah, like, look at how easy it is to do these, like... Oh, the triggers, that's what it was. Let's see if I can... Well, this clearly isn't going to take very long, so... There we go. I did something.
I can't die here!
But you did, didn't ya? It's from that Vine where I don't know what the audio is from, but it's like, I should have left you on that street corner where I found you. And then it goes to a pretty flamboyant guy, and he's like, but you didn't, did ya? Shut up, Leo.
Just as I thought. Those who you link with become stronger. I could gobble you completely whole right now. But maybe I should have you relink with Goku instead. Yes, he would be a much better meal. Oh, decisions!
We have no choice. We must retreat.
Cell is a punk.
He got away. But judging from the amount of his fatigue, the link won't hold for much longer.
I wonder who that voice actress is.
You can run all you like. I'll be dining on you before sundown.
Let's look it up.
How is this even? She's on a completely different level than my power can handle. No power source on this planet is capable of that. There must be some kind of way. Perhaps those clones are more than just mere drones. They might be the weakness I've been looking for. Whatever the case, I need to heal. And quick.
Oh, Chapter 7. I'm still looking for Android 21's voice actress.
What? Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey guys, Goku's friend is back.
We were worried you kicked the bucket on us.
What were you doing? Where were you?
Her name is Jeannie Tirado. She was also in a lot of animes, none I've heard of. Jesus. So she's the voice of Pan in Dragon Ball Super. That's pretty cool. She was in Danganronpa 3.
By cell, you mean that cell? The bad cell?
Why'd you link up with a creep like that?
She's in 12 episodes of Attack on Titan Junior High, 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z Kai. She's done some stuff. She's done a lot of voice work, so cool. Cool. Guys, we're going to call the episode here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing if you did. If you want to see me play more Dragon Ball FighterZ, I will be more than happy to do so. We can either start the story from the beginning, or we can just pick up from right here. Just let me know what you guys want to do in the comments down below. No matter what you do, though, always remember to be good to yourself, be good to each other, and I will see you in the next episode. Later days.
Taking 21 down is our top priority right now.